But yeah, like I was saying, man, I lost my train of thought. Like I was saying, like, in this world, man, you have to basically, not in this world, but in life in general, you have to work for something that you want, man. You have to be dedicated for what you want. In the West, like I've said, people have been trained to believe that, especially the young among us, been trained to believe that they could just sit on their ass and don't put no work in. Whatever it is, man, you kind of have to work for it. Like a lot of people want to be multi-millionaires, they want to do this, they want to do that, but they don't want to go through the work that it takes. They don't want to put the time in. They don't want to go through the hideous work to get there. But the only thing that's going to get you there is, the time and what you put into it. Same thing with people that have an issue with their weight. Some of us, it takes a long time for us to lose weight. Some of us, it takes time, less of a time, but it's time you have to put into it. The reason why the young men, they want that muscular look. They want the 4-pack, the 6-pack, the 12-pack, whatever pack it is, right? But guess what? Sometimes it may take, 2 years to get that. Depending on your body type. The point of it matter is that you gotta work, man. You gotta put in that work. There ain't no shortcuts. So, even in this ministry that we do, man, we gotta work to get the rewards of the kingdom. No one escapes work. So anyway, this is Zechariah 8. And we're gonna read verse 12 again. For the seed shall be prosperous, and the vine shall give her fruit, and the ground shall give her increase, and the heavens shall give their due, and I will cause the remnant of his people to possess all things. So we're going to be abundant, and the earth is going to work for us. We're going to prosper. Remember, prosper cometh not from the east to the west, but it cometh from the Lord. The Lord is the one that gives the promotion. Just like right now, Esau is ruling right now, the so-called white man, the JOOs, to be exact. They're promoted right now because the Lord brought them into that position. The Lord paved the way after the Middle Ages. After we were stationed over here, doing pretty good. A lot of evidence on that. The Lord brought them into the mix to establish the revival Roman system. We started in the time of the Dark Ages. Which was called the Renaissance period. Which the term Renaissance is a French word which means rebirth. So that was the rebirthing of the Roman system. And ever since that point, we've been under the Roman system. So we're looking at almost 500 plus years. If I'm correct, about 500 and maybe 60 some odd years, man. Because Esau had to come up and conquer certain people, conquer the Moors, conquer the Israelites in Europe, and afterwards enslave them, put them into slavery. And then through the 1700s, I would say later in the 18th century, that's when Esau was officially at the height of everything. We talk about during the time when, especially during the time of the 1700s, when America got their so-called independence from England. I think it was July the 4th, 1776. But 2 years prior, they set up the Dark Brotherhood with Adam Weishaupt. And in the midst of that, you had those revolutionary wars that happened at the same time. So around that time, that's when Esau was at the top of everything. And ever since that point, throughout the ages, they just started to decline more and more, little and little, as the centuries kept on going. And now we're at the lowest part. Not the lowest part, but the lowest point in this time for Esau. And in this time, they're going to look to establish a revival of a new world system. because the whole world system is declining. It's not working for them like it used to, people. You know? It ain't functionable anymore. It's dying. It's old. Because it really, Esau's rulership is all based on lies and deception and the witchcraft that he's been performing in bewitching of the public. Whether the public realizes that or not. But so that stuff ain't working too tough anymore, man. So they gotta come back, go back to the drawing board and come with a new kind of plan, which they put that into action right now. They're trying to put that into action right now. But in the midst of that, that's where they're gonna bring in that the beast system, and that's gonna keep everything on lock. That's gonna have everybody under their full governance, because they know in the scriptures too, man. Like these people, they know the Bible too. Don't get it twisted, man. Just because they in that dark world and they do that left-hand side stuff, that don't mean that they don't know the scriptures. In order for you to know that stuff to the highest degree, if you really want to be a Satanist, you really want to be a true, genuine Satanist, you have to get into the Bible. You have to get into the Bible. You got to know the scriptures. Yeah? Now, do they know everything? No, they don't. They don't know everything of the Bible. But you have to be aware of the Bible and see what the Bible says, what to do and what not to do. So once you know what the Bible says, that which is good, what are you going to do in turn? As a true, genuine Satanist, you're going to do every single thing that the Bible said not to do. So if the scriptures, if the law, statutes, and commandments in the Torah says, look, don't do this, right? You're going to what? Pervert that. You're going to put that into action. And that's what these people have done. That's what Esau has done to the highest degree. Because you got different variations of those that are part of that dark world, man. But there's higher levels. And, you know what I mean? Like, you got to do certain rituals and stuff like that. Like, you know, brothers talk about it from time to time. I don't have to really bring that out, but you know what I'm saying. But the foundation of being a true witch in this case, a true Satanist, you have to know the scriptures to know what not to do. That's the whole point. You have to know what not to do, what the scriptures not to do, and then apply that. And that's what this system is all based upon. But guess what? That's wearing off. So now they got to come again with a better agenda, a better plan to keep themselves in the power seat. Because it's wearing, like I said, it's wearing off, and people are beginning to slowly but surely wake up. So what's going on? I mean, you see the riots going on, the uproars in France. And, you know, you go on like different social media outlets that was made by the people, like Rumble. You know, some of them have been compromised, of course. What Grinding On You got, which was made by this one guy. I forgot the guy's name, man. His name escapes me. I know his name, but then his name, forget it from time to time. But yeah, he's made his channel that we can all go on. And then you got there was this other channel. Yeah, you had BitChute. And you know, people are leaving YouTube and withdrawing from the the mainstream social media outlet. And going into these alternative social media things, right? To find the real truth. And there's a lot of people that's doing it. So people are slowly but surely kind of waking up. And that's why they gotta forward their system, especially now much more faster. Because they're losing a lot of time. So now that I've said what I had to say, you know what? I'm gonna end this because I did over an hour. So yeah, with that, Shalom. Akim. Y'all about Shmal Shah Brakatham. Shalom.